On this episode, a Facebook post had a typo that got me in trouble. This real estate stuff is not easy, so send me your questions and I will answer them. This is the Ask Jason Show. Hello everybody, my name is Jason Piercey, and this is episode 153 of the Ask Jason Show. And I'm realizing right now that I'm a little chilly. My nipples are sticking out. I just gotta turn, my air conditioner is literally like right, I gotta turn it off. I was like, all right. So we're sitting here and we're getting ready to film, and the lovely and talented director Joe says, "What are we talking about today?" And I was like, well, because I don't always come prepared for exactly what I want to talk about. I'll just have like a vibe of something that's been happening with the Ask team or with Haven Homes in the last like little bit, and I want to like expound on it, or somebody will have asked me something recently or sent in a question like people do. And anyway, but Joe said, "What were you just doing on your phone there?" Because it like seemed like it was, what did you say? Important or like emotional, or like there was some intensity to it? Yeah, there was some, tone is the word. He said there was like a tone to it, because I use speech to text almost exclusively. So I'm like texting back and he's getting the tone of what I'm, because while text messages don't always transfer tone well, speech to text messages very much do. So that's what we're going to talk about. The Ask team put up a new listing late yesterday, and I posted it to my personal Facebook account. Now, I don't often do that. I did, however, with this one, because we have low inventory and this is a particularly good deal on a house. And actually what I said was, I was like, listen, this 2-apartment place in this neighborhood with these features is for sale now. It's only this much money, which is a good deal. And I got $50 that says it gets offers within a week of going live. Just because I think that's fun. And listen, we're shaking on it. Pinky swear, lock it in. We're doing that. So, but then people gave me a bit of flack for it, because they were like, "This is not listed. I can't find it. It's not on MLS." I'm like, I mean, it is. Like, the guy signed the paperwork. Here's the email that says that like it's done or whatever, and they're giving me a hard time about it. And I understand why. Because with inventory as low as it is right now, it would be very devious and manipulative, but also like selfishly beneficial if the team were to take a listing like this and try and get it out there for as many people to see before it hits MLS, because then we would have a higher chance of double ending it, meaning bringing in our own buyer to sell our own listing and make twice as much money in 0 time before the house ever hit the market. It would selfishly be something that would, in the short term, work out better for myself and the Ask team members, specifically Mr. Mark Ivany, who is the Running Thoughts realtor, Instagram and TikTok, and which is really clever because he's a runner, like marathon or whatever. I just like run when they're chasing me, and even then I get caught. But he like, when he's running, he thinks a lot so about whatever's going on in life, and then he'll stop and be like, "Hey, this is what I'm thinking, just another running thought, and it's about real estate." Anyway, so he's working on this listing with me. It's his. So it would be really advantageous to us, but in the short term, because that's a reputation that you do not want in an industry like real estate that is so collaborative. And I mean, our relationships with other realtors and our desire to always pay them top dollar to bring their buyers to us, like if I take a listing for 3.5% versus like 6 or 5%, 2.5 of that's going to the other side. Always. I will never mess with that. I do a lot of new home construction. If I tell my builder that like, yeah, we can sell this for 500, and then it can't sell for 500, and he needs to get like 85 for it, like I'm gonna put my half of that commission on the line, not the other side. because that's the way this business should be working. It helps to do deals. In the short term, yeah, we'd have made more money. In the long term, it's bad for reputation. But I typoed. I got the last number of the MLS number wrong when I posted it. And I'm gonna bring it up here just because. All right, so I posted this last night, so late last night, and I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it, but you can see right here. It says, "This is me 14 hours ago. Edit. I made a typo on the MLS number. It was 125,206, but I was supposed to be 125,9205. I messed it up." And the thing got like a bunch of shares, and everybody's like, "What's the address? It's not on MLS. There's no listing." And guys, I'm sorry. Like, I fixed it. So anyway, sorry folks, I made a typo. I had the MLS number wrong. It's updated now. I apologize. Here's the address. But the point of this is several-fold, I suppose. One, I think the public should know that agents, while it is against all of our rules, have the ability to manipulate the circumstances under which people can know if your house is for sale. So I could have, and I'm not gonna put it on Mark because it was all me, he didn't do it. I could have intentionally done that and then ignored the text messages and had the sign up. Oh, by the way, the sign went up on the house next door. Not that, it's fixed now, but originally it was on the one next door. I was like, oh, what is it? It had of all of the times for that, because our sign guy is amazing. It had to be on the one that I messed up on. The one that people could look at oh, he's trying to skeet a quick double end or something. He's trying to break the rules and you don't want anybody to know. No. This thumb, this hand don't work as well as, and I hit 6 instead of 5. It was a typo. Anyway, so then people started complaining. They're going off on Facebook. And they're like, "This isn't on MLS, and you're not allowed to do this and this." Guys, do I have a reputation to be a cheat? Do I have a reputation to be dishonest? No, it was a mistake. I made a mistake. Everything is okay. It's fine. But I do think that if you are hiring a listing agent and your listing agent says, I'm struggling with how to put this into words. And Joe's looking at me, he's like, nah, go for it. Well, see, I don't know, because sometimes there is value to the client. Like if I were to take a database of 1,500 people who are looking for houses, and I were to say, hey, this one is going to go to the market soon, and I send it to my database. Anybody there want it before it goes to MLS? There's a fine line there because I'm not publicly advertising something for sale. And we're allowed to do an exclusive listing, but as soon as it's marketed publicly, within a certain amount of time, now this is a rule that's coming into effect maybe the 1st of July, I can't remember. If we advertise it publicly, it then automatically has to go to MLS in a certain amount of time. That's just the rules, the laws, what we gotta do. But if it's to your database and it gets your seller's deal done quickly, without having to disturb them too much. I mean, they got to put the baby to bed, or maybe there's tenants in place and you need 24 hours notice to get them in, and maybe the tenants aren't really excited about the fact that their house is for sale. There's a lot of different situations there. So I struggle to say that it's not better for the client to do that, because potentially there are circumstances where it is. But if you're only thinking about the competition that is required to get top dollar for something in a seller's market with low inventory, then the more eyes that are on the property, the better. And I would rather the ask team put up a listing, get multiple offers, and sell over asking, but only represent the selling side, than sell it behind closed doors for just under asking and represent both sides. Now, granted, we will make significantly more money, but that's a short-term thing. I would rather say, hey, our listings sell for 105% of purchase price in less than a week, than say, our listings sell for 95% of purchase price without going to the market. If you were a seller and you could pick guaranteed one of those options, what one would you pick? I mean, obviously you'll take the other one, right? So sure, there's circumstances where maybe it benefits the seller more, but I think they're few. Yeah, I think they're few. Anyway, so sorry that my thumb slipped. I've not said that very many times in my life. Sometimes your thumb slips and it's intentional. I don't know. All right, so that's all that I have to say. So to you fellow agents who are rotted last night, overnight, or this morning because you couldn't find 112 Elizabeth Avenue on MLS, I'm sorry. It was the wrong number. Deal with it. You had nothing else to do all night long? Message me 8 o'clock this morning. That's not on MLS. Well, give it like 10 minutes. Give it 10 minutes. You got something else to be at? Anyway, love you. Thank you. Gonna pay y'all, so settle down. And we'll see you next time. Hopefully, I win $50. The Ask Jason Show exists so that you can get good real estate related information from a resource that you can trust. Now, speaking of resources you can trust, here's a couple I would trust to work with my mom. Because good enough for mom, I mean, good enough for you.